way Techland has been supporting Dying Light 2 off the rip has been nothing short of great. Techland has not only released tons of fixes for the game in a timely manner, they've also added small things like costumes, challenges, quests, a new game plus mode, and more. Again, all of this was added within a few months of release. 343, take some notes before you end up like Babylon's Fall. In a recent interview, my boy Tymon Smektała gave us new details about the first upcoming DLC for Dying Light 2, saying that it will positively surprise people.
I mean, is this guy something or is he something?
Yo, what's good? You already know I'm KenWal, and although Dying Light 2 was a bit disappointing, I still had a great time with it. The foundation is there, and when the DLC drops in June, I expect to see a bunch of people coming back to the game. But that's if they fix what needs fixing. So let's talk about the new details about the upcoming DLC, Techland's new game, yes, you heard that correctly, and the future of Dying Light 2. First things first, the upcoming DLC will arrive sometime in June. Also, you will have to pay for this one.
Hey, come on!
If you couldn't get through Dying Light 2's abysmal story, good news, you will not have to complete the main story in order to play the DLC, since it will run parallel with the story. As a matter of fact, it can be started right after you arrive in the city. Like the following, the DLC will take place outside of Villador city limits. Wouldn't it be amazing if we get to go back to Iran? That would be so dope. But I should just stop speculating, since the lead game designer has said that he has been seeing theories on the internet and nobody has gotten it right. So I'm excited to see what it's going to be about. I can't wait to see what new mechanics they're going to add. In the following, it brought us driving. Although I can do without driving, especially since the parkour in Dying Light 2 is so goddamn fun. But if you are the opposite, the question was brought up and the answer was kind of bleak. The answer was never say never. So who knows? This game is promised to be supported for 5 years, so I expect we will see some type of driving at some point. The biggest surprise in the interview that I didn't see a lot of outlets cover is that Techland is working on a new AAA game that is set in a fantasy setting. It is being built by their Warsaw team and it will be a brand new IP. I'm always excited to see what new things developers can do, especially with the experience in this case with Dying Light and how that is going to translate into this fantasy game. I'm happy that they're going to take a break from Dying Light because all good things need a break. The last few things mentioned in the interview is really great stuff to hear, especially when it comes to the future of this game. There's going to be more content centered on online play, like new game modes and mechanics, more graphic options for Series X and PlayStation 5, and more small yet disruptive Easter eggs will be added. Again, this game is going to be supported for 5 years, and they say that in the interview. So they still kept a lot of things close to their chests. There's going to be more things that are going to come for Dying Light 2, and I'm very excited, especially since this game, unlike the first one, is going to receive 2 story DLCs. One thing I have not liked about the release of Elden Ring is how it is making everyone in the gaming community hate every game that is not Elden Ring. Yes, Dying Light 2 did not release in a great state, and yes, it was underwhelming, but the foundation is great and I'm looking forward to them fixing and improving this game. Once the hype for Elden Ring finally calms down, which it deserves, I'm not saying it doesn't, I really hope people go back and give Dying Light 2 a chance because it's a really fun game. To conclude this video, here's some things. Wow. To conclude the video, here are some things that I would like to see in the future of Dying Light 2. Number 1, better missions. If you watch my video on Dying Light 2, then you know that I found the story very boring and very unengaging. I didn't buy Dying Light 2 to learn how to turn on the power and find shoes. I know that was for character development, but please just make it more engaging. Switch up the mechanics a little bit. Next, I would like to see cool weapons like this.
The Scorpio. It's a devastating ranged weapon that basically one-shots your enemies.
Yo, I totally forgot about this weapon until I made this video. I love the fact that it's both a melee and a ranged weapon. Lastly, better choices, but more importantly, more visible effects of the choices. When Vincenzo's dad dies, which clearly upsetted Aiden and us, show the aftermath of that. After that incident, we go back to being cool with the Peacekeepers like nothing happened. I would like to see visible dialogue and tension with the Peacekeepers from that point on. These are just a few things that I would like to be added, and I could go on for all day long, but I'd rather hear what you guys have to say. As always, you already know I'm KenWal. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.